a group of gigantic thunderbirds soaring in a dark, stormy sky. Their wings are wide and powerful, causing the wind to roar, with lightning flashing from their eyes. The clouds swirl around them, and thunder rumbles in the distance. The scene should feel majestic and awe-inspiring, with stormy clouds and occasional strikes of lightning illuminating their massive wingspans. A small village nestled between mountains, suffering from a harsh drought. The ground is cracked, crops are withered and brown, and the sky is clear with a blazing sun overhead. Villagers walk through the dry fields, looking worried and tired, with their homes in the background. The scene should convey heat, dryness, and a sense of desperation. A brave young boy, Kiona, climbing a steep and rugged mountain. He wears simple clothes and holds a small feather in his hand as he makes his way up the rocky path. The distant peaks are shrouded in mist and clouds, and the setting sun casts a warm glow on the scene. The landscape should feel challenging yet hopeful, with Kiona looking determined, a majestic thunderbird, perched on the edge of a cliff at the top of a mountain. Its feathers shimmer with a golden hue as the sunlight hits them, and the vast sky and clouds stretch out behind it. In front of the thunderbird stands a small boy, Kiona, holding up a feather in awe and reverence. The scene should feel mythical and grand, with a sense of wonder and respect between the boy and the mighty bird. A powerful thunderbird flapping its massive wings, summoning dark clouds that fill the sky. Rain pours down in torrents over a village below, bringing life to the once dry fields, which begin to bloom again. The scene should show the contrast between the dark, stormy sky above and the renewed greenery of the village below, with villagers rejoicing in the rain. The mood should be one of relief and celebration. A young boy, Kiona, standing at the edge of a small village, preparing to leave for his journey. His family and fellow villagers stand behind him, watching with worried but hopeful expressions. The village is dry and desolate, with withered crops and cracked earth. The sky is clear and hot, with no sign of rain. Kiona holds the feather given by his grandmother as a symbol of hope. The scene should convey a feeling of bravery and determination, with a backdrop of dry, barren land. An elderly woman, Kiona's grandmother, sitting next to a young boy, handing him a small feather. The scene is set inside a modest home with warm light coming from the open window. The grandmother speaks wisely, her eyes full of wisdom, as she passes the feather to Kiona. The boy listens intently, holding the feather gently in his hands. The atmosphere should feel calm, with a sense of tradition and the passing of ancient knowledge. A young boy, Kiona, nearing the peak of a mountain as dark storm clouds gather overhead. The wind blows fiercely, and the sky is filled with the rumble of thunder, but Kiona continues his climb, undeterred. His clothes are whipped by the wind, and his expression is one of fierce determination. The mountain path is steep and rugged, with rocks scattered along the way. The atmosphere should feel intense and foreboding, with the brewing storm looming above. A joyful scene in a village as rain pours down after a long drought. Villagers of all ages are celebrating in the rain, children splashing in puddles, adults smiling and dancing in the refreshing downpour. The once dry fields around the village are turning green again, with new life sprouting. The sky is still cloudy, but the rain is seen as a blessing. The mood should be joyful and full of relief, with villagers embracing the long-awaited rain. A young boy, Kiona, returning to his village as the people gather around him, cheering and smiling. He stands proudly, though humble, as the villagers welcome him back as a hero. The once withered fields around the village are now green and lush from the rain, and the sky is bright with the sun beginning to shine through the clouds. The scene should feel triumphant and heartwarming, with Kiona's bravery being celebrated by his people. The majestic thunderbirds flying off into the horizon, their massive wings silhouetted against the sky. The clouds part slightly, allowing rays of sunlight to break through, casting a golden glow on their feathers as they disappear into the distance. The scene should convey a sense of awe and mystery, with the giant birds fading into the clouds as they return to their home in the sky.